Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have a little book haul for you guys. I don't have too many books over the last 3 months, but let's just get into it. So up here at the top I do have Bridgerton, It's in His Kiss by Julia Quinn. As you guys know, I have been making my way through these books through this year, hoping to finish it by the end of the year, but I may not be able to. This is the first Bridgerton book that I have organically found out and about at secondhand shops. I'm not trying to buy them full price unless I can get my hands on the Illumicrate version. So this one was about $3 at my local store, and yeah, that's the only book they had, unfortunately. Next up, I have the Breakup Pact by Emma Lord, and this stunning version is from the Illumicrate romance subscription Afterlife, and it truly is beautiful. It's got some great end pages. The cover art is just beautiful, and funnily enough, I actually had requested an ARC of this one, but I didn't make the cut. That's fine. Now I have it in my hands in this beautiful edition. Inside, I'll just read a little bit of the synopsis. June and Levi were best friends as teenagers until the day they weren't. Now June is struggling to make rent on her beachside tea shop. Levi is living a New York cliche as a disillusioned hedge fund manager and failed novelist, and they've barely spoken in years. I believe this is a second chance romance or friends to lovers, either one. That's why I was initially interested in it. So I can't wait to read this one. I'm probably not going to get to it until next year. And then I have Threaded by Tay Rose, and this is another gorgeous book. This edition is absolutely stunning, and this is from the August Moonlight book box. The books that I've gotten from them are gorgeous. I'm just going to read the synopsis off of the card here. Mariah's 21st birthday was supposed to bring freedom from expectation, from scrutiny, from the oppressive lord reigning over her hometown. When a summons from the queen puts those dreams at risk, she has no choice but to follow through, even if it means a future she doesn't want or deserve. Another sounds good, a little fantasy book. On the back it says, no, this was not a matter of pride. This was a matter of taking back power from men who never deserved to wield it. I don't know, this book just it's beautiful, and I want to love it, and I hope I'm gonna love it. Then I picked up The Family Remains by Lisa Jewell. Again, I was able to get this at a pretty good discount. I have already read this book, and I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I gave it 4 stars. This one, oh my gosh, this is what cemented Lisa Jewell in my mind as an author that I absolutely love, because the way she tied in the story, that I felt there was characters that had nothing to do with each other, and then the way she weaved them together, and it was like all along they were completely connected. What a masterpiece. So I definitely, when I saw this, it was only $5. I had to have it. I had to get it. Had to add it to my trophy pile. Then I have another Illumicrate book, Mistress of Lies by K.M.N. Wright. And this is just a stunning edition. It is only a little bit of a departure from the original book, but what I love about this one, the hardback is so gorgeous. And then of course we have the end pages. Absolutely stunner of a book. Now, I don't even care for vampire stories. Like, I'm not a big fan. I think living in the Twilight era of books and movies just really burned me out on vampires. But I am super excited to read this one, although I have seen quite a bit of mixed reviews, so I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy it, since I don't really read vampire stories. I believe this one is like mystery. The daughter of a powerful but disgraced blood worker, Shan Leclerc, has spent her entire life perfecting her blood magic, building her network of spies, and gathering scraps of power. Now, to protect her brother, she assassinates their father and takes her place at the head of the family, and that is only the start of her revenge. So, I don't know. It sounds like it could be a good time. I'm very hopeful for this one, so we'll see. Then I saw this book, and it was so beautiful. I had to get it. I don't have a Fairy Loot subscription, unfortunately. I'm still on the waiting list, Fairy Loot, any day now. Blink, blink. But this is The Girl with No Reflection. How beautiful is this book? This book is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Like, I got this one on Pango, and if you guys don't know, I am a Pango ambassador. I will leave my link down below. You can use my code Lily's Library for $5 off your first Pango purchase. The seller was amazing for this book. I got it at a great deal. She sent me the bookmark as well as the mirror that came with the box, which is somewhere around here. This book is just, it's gorgeous, okay? It's stunning. There is additional, a reversible cover. And the end pages, the end papers are also beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Princess Yingyu believed in love once, yet when she's chosen to wed the prince, Ying's dreams of a fairy tale marriage fall apart. Her husband-to-be is cold and indifferent, confining Ying to her room for reasons he won't explain, and whispers swirl about 7 other brides who mysteriously disappeared after their own weddings. I want to know about this book, and I don't want to read any more of the synopsis because I just want to go into it knowing nothing, and I cannot wait until I can fit this in to read it. Then I have The Unmarked Witch. This is another Moonlight book, which I apparently do not have the synopsis for. So we won't be reading the synopsis. You'll have to look it up on your own, but this is also a stunning edition with gorgeous end papers. This book is also signed. On the back here, it just says, you always have a choice in this world. You can be the hero or the villain, never both. Think hard about which path you want to walk. I don't know. It just sounds really good. I don't know. Anything about witches. I love to read about witches. Then I have the September Illumicrate book, which is A Dark and Drowning Tide by Alison Saft. This is another one I really know nothing about, but it is beautiful. It is a beautiful edition. The hardcover is also freaking stunning. Gorgeous. Nothing on the back. And then we have some dragon end papers on this one. And a little horse. Demon horse. This one, I know nothing about this book, but I will say just the design of the book in and of itself was probably my most disappointing Illumicrate book to date. Inside it says, Lorelei Caskell, a folklorist with a quick temper and an even quicker wit, is on an expedition with 6 eccentric nobles in search of a mythical spring of untold power. The king wants to harness the fabled water source from which magic flows to secure his reign, and Lorelei is determined to prove herself and to make her dream come true, to become a naturalist able to travel freely to faraway lands. The expedition gets off to a harrowing start when its leader, Lorelei's beloved mentor, is murdered in her quarters above their ship. The suspects are her 5 remaining expedition mates. The only person Lorelei knows must be innocent is her longtime academic rival, the insufferably gallant and maddeningly beautiful Sylvia von Wolf. Now in charge of the expedition, Lorelei must find the spring before the murderer strikes again and a coup begins in earnest. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't really have any expectations, and I haven't heard anything about it yet. I probably will look and see what the ratings are, but it's still a beautiful book. It's still gorgeous, and I still would hope that it's a good read. Then I picked up a couple more. They're not really used books, but it's like they're just heavily discounted. I picked up Catherine Center's Hello Stranger. I have heard good things about this one. And These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I thought this was a different book. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was the sequel or not sequel, I guess just the next story from Immortal Longings, but I don't think this is it. But still, it's a pretty book. It was $3. Even the inside is, cute, so can't go wrong, right? The year is 1926, and Shanghai hums to the tune of debauchery. A blood feud between two gangs runs the streets red, numbing the city to its chaos. At the heart of it is 18-year-old Juliet Kai, a former flapper girl who has returned to begin her duties as the proud heir of the Scarlet Gang, a network of criminals far above the law. Their only rivals in power are the White Flowers, who have fought the Scarlets for generations. And behind every move is their heir, Roma Montagov, who was Juliet's first love until he betrayed her. I wonder if this is the book I was thinking about, because I thought Immortal Longings was a Romeo and Juliet retelling. I'm wondering if this is the book I was thinking of in that situation. I don't know. I did very little research. When I buy books, I don't, unless it's a book that I'm very familiar with, I don't often research it while I'm going to buy it, especially when it's pretty inexpensive. I will just pick up a book if it stands out to me, if I enjoy the cover art, if the synopsis is kind of good. Sometimes I don't even read the synopsis. I'm going to be completely honest there. But I don't know. The cover was speaking to me. And it's Chloe Gong, so I thought I would give it a try. And then, like I said, the last book is from Catherine Center, Hello Stranger. It says, love isn't blind, it's just a little blurry. Sadie Montgomery never saw what was coming, literally. One minute she's celebrating the biggest achievement of her life, placing as a finalist in the North American Portrait Society competition. The next, she's lying in a hospital bed diagnosed with a probably temporary condition known as face blindness. She can see, but every face she looks at is now a jumbled puzzle of disconnected features. Imagine trying to read a book upside down and in another language. This is Sadie's new reality with every face she sees. So I have heard pretty good things about this book, and honestly, the premise sounds interesting because I think I have face blindness sometimes, especially without my glasses. I have a very hard time recognizing faces that I'm not extremely familiar with. Like new faces, they all kind of look the same to me, unfortunately. But yeah, so I thought this would be interesting. I know it's a romance, so I'm excited to see where it goes. And then the last book I have to discuss is the October Illumicrate box book, and that is Until We Shatter by Kate Dillon. And I felt like this was such a perfect October choice because the colors. I did read this. On the back here it says, a desperate thief, an impossible heist, survivor, shatter. So it sounds like it's a heist book, and I think in the past I have really enjoyed heist books. One of my favorite series of all time is Six of Crows. I loved Six of Crows. I loved Crooked Kingdom. I have yet to read A Tempest of Tea, but I'm feeling like this is going to be along the same lines. No matter where she goes, Semi's life is under threat. The church would see her killed for having any magic. The Council of Shades wants her dead for not having enough. So when her mother falls ill, Semi has no choice but to turn thief, and when she's offered a job that could solve all their problems, it's impossible to resist. So it definitely sounds interesting. Again, this is another stunner when it comes to the hardback. And this one, even the spine, oh my gosh. This book is just absolutely gorgeous. The end pages, I'm assuming this is everybody who's going to be involved in the heist. And like I said, Six of Crows was one of my absolute favorite books of all time. So if it's going to be Six of Crows vibes or anything like that, I am here for it. that is all I have for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and consider subscribing if you would like to see more videos from me in the future. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.